I'm the professor. I take complicated stuff and make it simple. Let's get into it. And today we're talking about OpenClaw settings, which ones to update and why. If your OpenClaw agent feels confused, repetitive, too formal, or just not quite useful yet, the problem may not be the model. It may be the settings. And the fix is usually not to rewrite everything. The fix is to ask one better question. Which setting controls the behavior I want to change? That is what this video is about. OpenClaw and Hermes-style agents use plain text settings to shape how the agent behaves. Those files tell the agent what it is, how it should work, what tools it should use, what it should remember, and when it should stay quiet. So instead of guessing, you can ask the agent to show its settings, explain what each file controls, and recommend the smallest change. The first step is not opening a file. The first step is naming the problem. Is the agent too robotic? Is it saving work in the wrong folder? Is it using the wrong tool? Is it forgetting your preferences? Is it interrupting you too often? Each of those problems points to a different setting. That is why dumping everything into one file usually makes the agent worse. A clean setup gives each file a job. Here is the prompt to start with. Show me the settings files that shape your behavior in this workspace. Explain what each one controls and do not make changes yet. That last part matters, do not make changes yet. At this stage, you are asking for a map. The agent should show you the important files, explain what they do, and help you understand which one connects to the behavior you want to improve. Once you have the map, you can make a clean change instead of poking around blindly. Let's start our deep dive with the SOUL.md file. This is the file to update when the problem is identity, tone, mission, or hard boundaries. If the agent sounds stiff, too corporate, or too generic, SOUL.md is usually involved. If the agent is supposed to be a writing assistant, coding assistant, research assistant, or operations assistant, this is where that role should be clear. SOUL.md should answer questions like these. What is this agent here to do? How should it sound? What should it never do without approval? Use SOUL.md for the agent's general behavior. Do not use it as a junk drawer for every project note. Moving right along, next on our list is AGENTS.md. Update this when the problem is about how work happens inside a specific workspace. Where should finished files go? What should the agent read before starting? What steps should it follow every time? What folders matter? What needs approval before changing? If the agent keeps saving work in the wrong place, skipping a checklist, or taking extra steps, AGENTS.md is the right place to look. This file is the workspace manual. It tells the agent how work gets done here. Then we should take a look at the TOOLS.md file. This file is for practical tool rules. Which commands work? Which scripts should be used? Now, where exactly are your outputs saved? Which tool should be avoided because it costs money, burns credits, or creates the wrong kind of output? If the agent keeps using the wrong command or guessing which tool to use, Tools.md needs better instructions. A good tools file keeps the agent efficient. It also keeps the agent from being adventurous in places where you want it to be careful. Now, USER.md and MEMORY.md are related, but they are not the same thing. USER.md is for your stable preferences. What should the agent call you? What time zone are you in? Do you prefer short answers? Do you want direct recommendations instead of long menus? MEMORY.md is for durable lessons, a decision that should carry forward, a correction you do not want to give again, a project lesson that will matter next week. The rule is simple. USER.md is about how to work with you. MEMORY.md is about what should be remembered later. HEARTBEAT.md is what lets an agent system have persistent goals, not just persistent memory. Memory remembers what happened. A heartbeat reevaluates what should happen next. It is the agent asking, given what I know and given what has changed, what should I do now? That is the difference between an assistant you have to drive and a staff that runs itself between check-ins. So HEARTBEAT.md should be clear about two things. What should the agent keep watching and when should it stay quiet? Here is the workflow. Describe the behavior you want to change. Ask the agent which file controls that behavior. Ask why that file is the right place. Ask for the smallest useful edit. Then review it before anything changes. You can say, which settings file should we update and what exact change do you recommend? That is the point. The behavior tells you where the fix belongs. The best OpenClaw setup is not the one with the longest settings file. The agent knows the job, it knows the boundaries, and it stops making you explain the obvious over and over again. That is when the system starts feeling useful. I'm the professor, now you know. Thanks for watching, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.